After 1,463 days in the shadows, Mike Tyson was finally free. On March 25, 1995, the most feared man in boxing walked out of an Indiana prison after serving just over 3 years of a 6-year sentence for rape. It had been 4 years and 7 days since his last appearance in the ring, a punishing 12-round war with Razor Ruddock back on March 18, 1991. In that time, the world had changed, and so had boxing. Evander Holyfield had become undisputed heavyweight champion. Lennox Lewis had emerged as a new force. George Foreman had shocked the world by becoming the oldest heavyweight title holder in history. But even with all that, the shadow of Mike Tyson still loomed large. Behind bars, Tyson hadn't wasted his time. According to reports, he maintained a strict daily routine, running 5 miles a day, performing hundreds of push-ups and sit-ups, and reading voraciously from philosophy to military history. He kept his body lean and his mind sharp. He hadn't just been biding time, he'd been preparing. Now aged 28, Tyson returned to a sport that had moved on without him, but fans hadn't forgotten. The hype was enormous. His name still echoed with menace. His return wasn't just a comeback, it was a reckoning. The road to redemption began here. The Tyson comeback had officially started. Fight 43, August 19, 1995, Peter McNeeley. After more than 4 years out of the ring, Mike Tyson made his long-awaited return on August 19, 1995 in Las Vegas. The opponent, Peter McNeeley, a brash and undefeated heavyweight from Medfield, Massachusetts, who had built up a 36-1 record mostly against journeymen. Despite being largely untested at the elite level, McNeeley grabbed headlines by promising to wrap Tyson in a cocoon of horror, injecting an air of theater and bravado into the fight's build-up. This was more than just another fight. It was a media event. Tyson's comeback was broadcast on pay-per-view under the banner of "He's Back," and the spectacle generated 1.52 million buys, making it one of the biggest pay-per-view events in boxing history at the time. The crowd was electric, the anticipation feverish. Tyson, now under the guidance of Don King once more, was stepping into the unknown. After years away from competitive combat, nobody quite knew what to expect. The fight itself, however, was brief and chaotic. From the opening bell, McNeeley charged forward recklessly, determined to brawl with the former champion. Tyson remained composed, countering with power and precision. Just 8 seconds in, Tyson landed a clean right hand, and within 30 seconds, McNeeley was down from a short left hook. He got up quickly and resumed his aggressive approach, but Tyson again dropped him less than a minute later. In a bizarre turn of events, McNeeley's manager, Vinny Vecchione, stepped into the ring after the second knockdown, prompting the referee to disqualify McNeeley just 89 seconds into the first round. The crowd booed the anticlimactic ending, but Tyson had officially returned, now 42-1 with 38 knockouts. Though the nature of the victory raised more questions than it answered, one thing was clear: the hunger was still there. Tyson was back in the win column, and the boxing world was on notice. Fight 44, December 16, 1995, Buster Mathis Jr. 4 months after his chaotic comeback against Peter McNeeley, Mike Tyson stepped into the ring once again, this time facing Buster Mathis Jr. on December 16, 1995 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the first time Tyson had fought on the East Coast since 1986. Originally scheduled for November in Las Vegas, the bout had been delayed due to Tyson suffering a broken thumb during training. There were also issues with securing a venue after New Jersey declined to grant Tyson a boxing license, prompting the relocation to Philly's Core States Spectrum. Mathis Jr., the son of 1960s heavyweight contender Buster Mathis Sr., came into the fight with a 20-0, 1 no contest record. While undefeated, Mathis had a very different fighting style than Tyson's previous opponents, defensive, stocky, and known more for his durability and mobility than his punching power. He stood nearly a foot shorter than some of Tyson's past adversaries, but shared the same build and squat frame, measuring in at 5 feet 11 and weighing 224 pounds. The first round saw a cautious Tyson feeling out his opponent. Mathis moved well early on, ducking and rolling under Tyson's shots and showing a surprisingly effective defense. but Tyson's pressure gradually ramped up in round 2, and he began to cut off the ring more effectively, backing Mathis into corners and unloading to the body. The end came in the 3rd round. With 33 seconds left, Tyson delivered one of the most devastating combinations of his career. As Mathis ducked down, Tyson caught him with a short right uppercut, followed instantly by a crushing left hook that landed clean on the temple. Mathis dropped heavily to the canvas, flat on his back. Though he tried to rise, the referee waved it off at 2:32 of round 3, giving Tyson his 2nd consecutive knockout since returning to the ring. It was Tyson's 39th knockout in 44 professional fights, and it marked another step toward reclaiming the heavyweight title. Despite Mathis's awkward style and early elusiveness, Tyson had once again proven he still possessed the power and finishing instincts that had once made him the most feared man in boxing. The stage was now set for a return to championship contention in 1996.